Hello, everyone. Ted, the old Star Wars nerd here. I hope you're doing well, and I want to thank you for joining me tonight as we keep old Star Wars memories alive. Well, it's time to go through some more headlines. So let's see what I've got pulled up on the Google Alerts tonight. What does Google have in store for me? I've been gone all day. I haven't been anywhere near a computer all day long. Let's see what we got here. So I don't know what these may be. So, all right. Star Wars icon Mark Hamill was speechless after Twitter praise. I think I went over this last night. This is the tweets between him and Ming-Na. I think that's her name. I'm sorry, I can't remember right off the top of my head. Well, let's just find out. Where they went back and forth and praised each other. Mark Hamill and yeah, Ming-Na when. Yep. So they sent each other congratulations, so he was speechless about that. All right. After the live audiences disappear, SoCal it's creative on YouTube. Barry Perkins, principal trumpet player for the Pacific Symphony, who has played on Star Wars soundtracks, is turning to YouTube as a creative outlet. Oh. All right, well, we'll just pause that. Okay. See, he was just, yeah, okay, he was, and now he's going to be on YouTube. Okay. Good for him. Wish him luck. Probably got tons more viewers than I'll ever have. Okay, Star Wars, the truth about Queen Padme Amidalas' wardrobe. What truth? Besides, she had tons of stuff, I remember, and all the costumes and all the buzz at the time was how many costume changes she was gonna have, and it had sneak peeks of some of her robes that got let out. So yeah, we saw that one. I think that was the first one I ever saw. First sneak peek or anything I ever saw from it, something like that. So yeah, so she was only supposed to wear one outfit. So Ian McCraig was tasked with designing both Darth Maul and Queen Amidala before George Lucas even had a script, just a general outline. This gave Ian a lot of freedom. In the article, he described how he approached both characters like Beauty and the Beast, but without the romance. The darker and more beast-like his designs for Darth Maul became, the more beautiful and exotic the ones for Padme became. And a lot of this was reflected in her wardrobe. She did have a lot of cool wardrobes. I remember that. So yeah, she had that big one that you saw a lot. And is that it? That's all they're going to show and talk about? Wow. Wow. Well, that's a letdown article. They're just going to talk about one dress. She should have platforms in. So I put all these seed pods down at the bottom and colored them up and left them bright for some reason. When George was looking at it, he goes, Ian, what are those? You think on your feet? And I went, oh, they're lights, George. He said, oh, won't they be kind of heavy down there at the bottom of the dress? Oh, no, they're very light lights, George. I quickly called Ilum and went, help. There are these lights down at the bottom and they got to be really light. I don't know how to do this. Bless their heart, they made one. Okay. It is a cool wardrobe. I mean, cool gown. But I guess that's the only one she was supposed to have worn. All right. Well, very cool. Next, here's how Hayden Christensen scared the younglings in Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. So maybe what he did when they were filming. Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith is iconic for several reasons. Oh, this is Alana Vargas at cheatsheet.com. Revenge of the Sith is iconic for several reasons, with the biggest being the downfall of the Republic, the Jedi Order, and Anakin Skywalker's turn to the dark side, all happening at the same time. And one major aspect of Anakin's fall is his killing of the Jedi younglings in the Jedi Temple. Order 66 is the Jedi Purge and essential to Darth Sidious ridding the galaxy of the most prominent Jedi, and a majority of them as well. In doing so, a major hotspot for them was the temple, and Anakin went there to kill all that were there. course, he didn't get Grogu, and Cal Kestis escaped, but for the most part, all that were there perished. Yeah, he wiped them out. The scene is truly one of the darkest in the movie and the turning point in convincing Senator Padme Amidalas that Anakin turned when she wouldn't believe Obi-Wan Kenobi at first. And one moment during the scene with the children is so tiny but sticks out. Turns out that Hayden Christensen scared the main child actor a teeny bit, tiny bit, to get the best result. See, Anakin Skywalker was just a child when he and his mother were introduced in The Phantom Menace. He was a slave from Tatooine. Yep. Through the prequels, as time grew up. Yep. So once again, Darth Vader fulfilled his duties of ridding the Jedi Temple, of course, of every living Jedi. He has to kill the kids. And that's where the now famous Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do? Scene comes in. Younglings hiding in a meeting room pop out from behind the chairs as soon as Skywalker comes in, thinking they'll be saved. And then the little Jedi says that to Anakin. Then the audience sees Anakin's face do a very dark scowl, and the camera pans back to the kid's face. He then does a very startled step back as Anakin ignites his lightsaber. It's all very menacing, and the audience knows that he kills the children then and there. That startled hop back was very genuine in the movie, and it turns out it was a genuine startled response too. In a recent Reddit AMA from Ross Beedman, who played Jedi youngling Sora's Bandim, who spoke in that scene, gave a lot of behind the scenes trivia of the moment, and one user asked specifically about that stumble. What was the little tumble back you did? They wrote. It looks like a sort of accidental twitch that they liked, so they went with the take, but I'm wondering how much of that was what George Lucas asked for. From what I remember, Hayden shouted, "Boo!" Beedman replied, and that startled me to add to my fear in the scene. So even though Beedman was convincing little Jedi youngling, his acting didn't produce that genuine response on his own. Christensen gave him a little nudge by scaring him off camera, which kind of makes that scene a bit sweeter and funnier as well in retrospect. I think the startle sells the whole scene, another person replied, which is very true. Beedman went on to answer another person that the only reason he was the only child extra that had a line in the scene was due to the fact that he was the one who raised his hand the fastest. The filming was quite nerve-wracking as it took me 4 takes to get it right, he wrote. I only got the part because I put my hand up first when the casting director asked us, "Who knows the line then?" Okay. Well, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. All right. So let's see what is next. All right. Carrie Fisher was most proud of 4 films. Only one was a Star Wars film. Yeah, I'm surprised one made it a list. The original Star Wars is undoubtedly the most influential movie, and Carrie Fisher. Oh, this is Matthew Trzynski at cheatsheet.com. The original Star Wars is undoubtedly the most influential movie in Carrie Fisher's filmography. However, it wasn't one of her favorites. In an interview, she picked 4 iconic movies as her favorites of her own films. Here's a look at those movies and what Fisher had to say about them. Hannah and Her Sisters. Because Woody Allen is a really great writer, Fisher said. I love that film. And Hannah and Her Sisters, Fisher had a minor role as an actress named April. Mostly, April's role in the story is to get in the way of Diane West's character. I didn't see it. Sorry. Let's see. Next, Fisher praised a Star Wars film, but not her performance in it. I loved The Empire Strikes Back, not to do with my performance, but because I was in the thread and weave of that story. I'm happy to have participated. Yep. After all, Princess Leia's relationship with Han Solo is one of the emotional centerpieces of the film. And we all know how she felt about Han Solo. She had the hots for Harrison Ford. Fisher named 2 more movies. I had a great time making The Burbs and the Austin Powers film. Those films are good films. For the context, The Burbs is an oddball comedy directed by Joe Dante, starring Fisher and Tom Hanks. That was a good movie. Yep. An Austin Powers film in question is The International Man of Mystery. Fisher appears in one scene of the movie as a therapist helping Dr. Evil and his son Scott. It's interesting how Fisher has fondness for both films she starred in and films in which she barely appeared. Yeah, well, that's to be expected. Okay, next. Star Wars Droid Depot merchandise now available. Yep, looked at that last night. They had some of the droids that they're putting out. I don't know who that's supposed to be. I guess he's a bartender or something. I have no idea. So they got Weird Army guy, Harm guy, BB-8, R2D2, and C3PO. And what are the prices? $100 for the R2D2 interactive remote control droid. Yeah, I don't know about that. How big is it? Is it this big? Or is it, this big? Probably right in between. Like about that big. No, I think I'll pass on all of those. Hey, it's a Droid Factory set. Was that a new? That's a new. They updated the Droid Factory set. If you go look, Kenner did a Droid Factory set back in the day, and I had it, and I was proud because I had all the pieces still. After all the years, I kept it, had all the pieces still, but had to sell it along with many other things. So that's very cool. Anyway, that was neat. So bringing some merch from Star Wars Galaxies and putting it where we can buy it. Okay. Hip hop needs no other supervillain after MF Doom. Who? What's MF Doom? Oh, must be a rapper. Right? Yes. The underground hip hop titan whose sudden he's dead already. Well, shit. Sorry, MF Doom. May have to go check out some of your stuff later, just because. Always hate to see them go so early. I said he was 49? He died on Halloween at age 49. But it wasn't announced until the end of December. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. 49. Wow. Younger than me. It sucks when you get old enough that people start dying younger than you like that. Oh. Okay. So, my condolences to MF Doom and family. Wonder Woman 1984's Patty Jenkins shares her thoughts on Taika Waititi's Thor Ragnarok. Okay. Let's see what she's got to say real quick. Mike Reyes, published on cinemablend.com. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. All right. Every now and then, the world of comic book movies needs its own set of heroes, especially when they're people like Wonder Woman 1984, co-writer director Patty Jenkins, and Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi. Yep. So they're both really high praised directors right now. Yeah. So what did she have to say? All right. During her interview, she said this: Ragnarok was such a good movie. I'm actually so grateful that Thor found Taika because Taika is the most genius fit for Thor of all time. It's amazing. Thor Ragnarok is one of the best Marvel movies of all time. It's so good. That movie is pure joy and so well executed. It's not going to matter if you aren't a superhero movie fan. It's irrelevant. Taika is a great filmmaker and he just made a great film. Yeah, okay. just going off about that. So that's good. I enjoyed Thor Ragnarok, but Thor was never one of my main characters. I don't have that deep of an investment in him, and I realize how that take on Thor could have really ticked off hardcore Thor fans. So sorry for that, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. I like everything that people make fun of. I like the Rock guy. Anyway, that Taika voices. Rumor: Iron Man actor Robert Downey Jr. in discussions for possible Star Wars villain role in the timeline of Bounding in the Comics. Oh, this is from Bounding in the Comics. John F. Trent in the Mandalorian timeline. Oh, nice, nice, nice. That would be so cool. I mean, it would be cool to see him doing that. I don't know how I really feel about well-known actors appearing in Star Wars because that kind of takes away from it. It kind of takes you out of the galaxy far, far away. You're not really supposed to know these people. But I admit that Robert Downey Jr. could be a kick-ass villain. And I would probably go see it, depending on how they go about it. Is Jon Favreau directing it? Sure. Okay, so Robert Downey Jr. and Favreau discussions to work on a new project together and that project more than likely is The Mandalorian. So they're just going to bring him in and he'll be a new villain there. So, okay. Not of a cameo nature. May involve a long-term contract. It's a role different from the Iron Man Tony Stark role. That's good because, kind of getting tired of you playing the same thing all the time. Loved Tony Stark, loved his portrayal. But, come on, this is Star Wars. Again. Ooh, it would not shock us if he became Grand Admiral Thrawn or some other major piece. Well, really? Huh. That would be cool. That would be cool. I could see that. Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to see that. That'd be cool. How do you feel about that? Robert Downey Jr. is Thrawn. I've seen that poster mock-up where they did spacing on his name now. The guy that plays Bond. Remington Steele. Anyway. Next, it looks like this is the last one. Harper Creek grad has a viral video and a hilarious health warning. Okay. Oh. Before The Rise of Skywalker came out. Yeah, well, I don't care. Nah. Y'all can go check it out if you want. I don't care. No. All right. Well, that's neat. Okay, then. All right. Well, there we go. Well, that was neat. I like that. That was some good video. Good headlines there. Good news from the Star Wars universe. It's always fun. Nothing really too exciting, but nothing too groundbreaking. Just kind of going back over them again. That Carrie Fisher one. Only one of them that she liked was Star Wars. Well, of course, You look at all she did. She's in the Blues Brothers movie. She's a script doctor for tons of other movies. Made them so much better. Anyway, so there we go. Star Wars headlines for the night. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. I got to get this posted and get to bed. So, anyways, hope to see you again soon. You please like, share, subscribe. Yeah. Like the video, share it with everybody you know, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. There you go. Leave a comment below. Anyways, hope everybody takes care. I'm Ted, the old Star Wars nerd. We'll see you again soon. All right. Thanks.